Hello, everybody. Brad Johnson here, and welcome to the next live webcast of New Earth Teachings Live. Very, very thankful and happy that you're all here today. We are going to be getting into single request healing for the first half of our broadcast today. The second half will be live Q&A with myself and/or Adronis. So before we begin today, and hello, everybody. Welcome. Good to see you all. There's a kind of a funny comment from Carol. She says, Brad, with all the work you do for us, which is so compassionate of you, do you get to put your feet up at all? Yes, I am actually. That's what I'm going to be. I'm going to be going on a short road trip next week, just for a whole week on Vancouver Island. So I'll be doing some just traveling around and enjoying some of the sights. I'm going to be going into an area called Tofino, which is in BC, or it's on Vancouver Island. So I'm going to be taking a week trip, week relaxation break, just to kind of catch my breath, because I've been doing a lot of work here these past few weeks. So it's good just to kind of unwind a bit, especially in the summer, now that the summertime is approaching, enjoying that time off. So yes, I will be putting my feet up for about a week, but I'll also be doing a little bit of work as well too. But I love my work, so it's okay. So before we get into today's broadcast, I'm just going to go ahead and make some announcements. So first one, of course, is the Mount Shasta Spirit Ambassador Retreat and Activation from August 16th to the 25th. For more info and to book, you can go to newearthteachings.com. Then on the homepage, you'll find this poster here that you're seeing. Just click on that poster, and you'll be taken to the event page that's on empoweredlight.com. I was also getting a couple of requests from people just to give a little bit more specifics about what is going to take place with the Mount Shasta Spirit Ambassador Retreat. So again, as I stated, this is a certification-based course where you're going to be initiated with the Spirit Light Codes. You'll be able to do the Spirit Light Codes like I do. You'll also be initiated to become an EQ method practitioner, right? So you'll have a lot of incredible insight into pretty much the most advanced healing there is. When you're working with spirit and you're doing these Spirit Light Codes, it's the most powerful thing there is. It really is, because you are working with the top tier of the ladder. You are working purely with spirit. You're working with the Creator. This is all God's codes, and it's all facilitated by the higher archangels. And again, it's kind of that collaboration, which I just referred to as spirit. But you'll be learning how to do that. You'll be learning how to connect with the spirit codes. You'll be initiated with them. You'll be able to work with the EQ method as well, too. And I'm going to be just teaching a lot of things about connecting directly with spirit. You're going to learn how to channel spirit. You're going to learn to go right to the top of the ladder. We're not talking about going to the mid-ground. We're not talking about talking to spirit guides or extraterrestrials or parallel selves or anything like that. We're going beyond that. We're moving up higher, 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 right to the top of the ladder, right? That's what you're going to be learning with this retreat. So the tour includes channelings, meditation, classes, and Spirit Light Code activations and certification with me. Accommodation is comfortable group homes or a hotel setting. The houses are really, really beautiful. There's transportation to each of the sites that we're going to visit. There's going to be guided meditations throughout the trip. We're also going to be doing the inner time travel through remote viewing to see Mount Shasta thousands of years within its past. We may also be reaching out to the Telosian and Lemurian civilizations as well, too, on a collective level. There will be crystal bowl meditation in a class, group meditation in a pyramid, and of course lots of yoga, lots of qigong, and lots of guided and personalized meditations as well. So some of the sites we're going to be looking at is the following: Moss Bray Falls, Hedge Creek Falls, Panther Meadows, Fowler Falls, Burney Falls, Lava Beds, Medicine Lake, Castle Lake, Heart Lake, Stewart Mineral Springs, the Meditation Pyramid, Pluto Cave, Castle Craig Street Park, and it's really going to be amazing. We're going to have a lot of outdoor classes. We're going to have some indoor classes as well too. It's just going to be a phenomenal time. Like I said, if you guys have had retreats from Mount Shasta before, the retreats that I do are meant to blow you away. So this is really what you're going to experience when you come to Mount Shasta with me. You guys actually might be able to meet my girlfriend as well, too. She might be coming as well. So this is going to be really, really incredible. I'm looking forward to it. Mount Shasta Spirit Ambassador Retreat. So again, if you have the means, come and join us. October 16th to 25th. Again, to go to newearthteachings.com, and you can find the poster page there, or the poster. Click on the poster, and then you can go to the event page. Second announcement is the Wonder World Vacations Cosmic Exploration Tour of South Africa, again with Michael Tallinger and myself. We're getting quite a lot of people for this, so our spaces are very limited now. So you guys want to make sure that you're signing up here. Get it while it's hot, right? We're going to be talking about Anunnaki, mankind, giants in gold. Michael Tallinger, again, world-renowned expert with a lot of what he has shared with his research. He's going to be giving some incredible presentations to these sites that we're going to visit. And of course, Adronis is going to come through, share his insight as well. And like in Mount Shasta, we're going to be doing the remote viewing time traveling experiment, right? So we're going to get people in a group, and I'm going to be working with Spirit to connect everybody into these sites and looking at them thousands and thousands of years ago, and then just doing kind of like an organic research survey. So presentations by Michael and myself, Autumn Equinox Celebration at Adams Calendar, Kruger National Park Safari, Cape Town Tour Extension with private sessions with me. So you can see the website in the video description, but I'll have to put that in post because I haven't added that to the video description yet. But if you go to the video description, if you're watching the recording of this, you'll find it there. Otherwise, just go to wonderworld.vacations. Okay, just type in that, wonderworld.vacations, and then you'll see the South Africa trip with Michael Tallinger and myself. So again, this is happening in September. I'm really looking forward to this. It's like 2 adventures back to back, Mount Shasta and, of course, South Africa. Okay, guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started today with, firstly, the healing requests. So right now it's 6 minutes after 12 where I am. So we're going to go to about 12:35. So I'm just going to kind of scroll up to the top of the list here. So again, if people do offer donations to me, you guys will be priority, right? Because I consider your donations a gift. It's your own energy, and I honor that. So if there are donations, you guys will be priority, top number 1 for single request healing, okay? And then I'm going to just do what I can to go through the list and help as many people as I can here. Okay. Someone says, Louise says, hi, Brad. I am still combusting at the cellular level. You're combusting. Interesting. My left leg and feet still open. Kundalini. Okay. I'm not too sure what you're asking, Louise, but if it's a Kundalini effect, I can't really interfere with that, right? If basically what you're experiencing is Kundalini, I can't really move Kundalini, not even with spirit codes, right? Because I don't want to interfere with that. So really what I would suggest is that when I've moved my Kundalini, when I had my own Kundalini awakening, there was a particular spot where it was caught, and it was in the solar plexus, and it was a lot of old relationship issues. So I went in there and I started to clear it out, and then I ran the Kundalini up again, all the way up to the top of the head, and I was successful. So that's what I would suggest, is just start cleaning out your body, working with it. Look at the video that I talked about relating to entity attachments, right? Emotional moods and entity attachments, and get that PDF guide that you see on the video description, okay? That will tell you about all the areas within your organs and body that may be compromised with emotions, okay? You want to clear those out as much as you can. What can you do with that? You use the BCR technique, okay? Breath work, calmness, reinforcement. Okay, guys, this is the important thing. Work with the entity attachment video. Get the PDF guide. You will see all the emotions that are listed on there. Work with those emotions by working with the BCR technique, okay? Breath work, calmness, reinforcement. Keep doing that. And the more that you're starting to bring in a lot of love energy, then you are bringing in this incredible concentrated amount of love, and you're putting it into your body, and this is clearing everything out. Guys, I'm telling you, love energy is the cure-all to everything. Brad, what about this? It'll cure it. Brad, what about that? It'll cure it. Okay? That's how powerful love energy is. Love energy is greater than CBD oil. It's greater than celery juice. Okay? It is the cure-all. It is pure love energy. It dissolves everything in a very accelerated manner, right? Some people can even start to feel instant effects. The work that I've been doing on myself, guess what, guys? It hasn't been so much diet, okay? My diet has been love energy. I've been putting a lot of love energy into myself, and you're noticing that I'm kind of shifting here quite a bit. My appearance is starting to change quite a bit. Guess what? All love energy, guys, not celery juice, not CBD oil, right? Even though those are good and those are helpful, but you start working with love energy a lot more, this cleans you the hell out. Right? So that's what I recommend with you. To really work with the love energy, work with the BCR technique, get that PDF download from the entity attachment video on my YouTube channel and start following this. Okay, do it to the letter. You will be so thankful that you did. Okay, requires a little bit of work and a little bit of effort on your part, but that's all part of the journey. That's all part of developing yourselves. Okay, that's why I'm giving it to you guys for free. We all deserve this information. Okay, I'm available for sessions, of course, helping out, right? This is my living, this is my support, this is what I do. And, I still am happy to get private sessions and doing the light code activations for you guys, the EQ method as well, too. That supports me, and that's a big help. I get to talk to you guys as well, too, which is also exciting. But this is also some free stuff for you, because this is everybody deserves this. Okay, you guys deserve to know what's going on in your body. You guys deserve to know how you can completely clean it out. Okay, that's why I'm providing this for you guys. I want to see you guys get better. Okay, and right now I got a $20 donation. Thank you to Jana. Jana says, I have lost my smell and taste ability. Would like your help on this. Blessings. Okay, aka Nancy. All right, Nancy, well, I'll do what I can to help you out with that. Now, if you have some problems with the smell and taste, my feeling is there may be a problem with the sinuses or the glands in those particular areas. So we can do what we can to help facilitate that and give some gradual healing with that. Again, I would suggest working with love energy as well, too, to bring a lot of that back in, okay? So I'll just call you Nancy, since you say AKA Nancy. So Nancy, what I want you to do firstly, okay, is I just want you to... I'm just trying to find a good way for you to do this. Is probably just place your hand over your head, just over your forehead like this, okay? And what I want you to do is with your hand over your forehead, just taking a deep breath in, deep breath out, and just keeping your hand on your forehead there. I want you just to imagine that you are commanding your sinuses and your taste buds and even your tonsils, okay? And I just want you to imagine you're just taking any of the dense energy from there. You're commanding your sinuses, your tonsils, your taste buds, any dense, stagnant energy, bring it into your hand, okay? And just feel your hand starting to get heavy, okay? I'm just going to give you a few seconds so you can make your hand feel heavy from the dense energy that's coming into your hand right now, okay? Okay. So Nancy, just holding it there as I connect with Spirit now. I command Spirit's God Light to completely cancel out, purge, and release all of the dense energy from Nancy's hand through her sinuses, through her tonsils, and through her taste buds, and bringing back the sensations of her smell and the sense of her taste as well. Apply. Okay, so Nancy, just take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. Okay, so Nancy, what I want you to also continue to do is work with the BCR technique, okay? And just start bringing a lot of that love energy into yourself. And when that love energy is coming into yourself as well, just command it, right? Command it to bring healing to your sense of smell and to your sense of taste. The more that you're doing this day by day, because it's working together in tandem with the spirit codes, you may start to see some gradual improvement over time, okay? But it's going to be a gradual healing, because when you're losing those senses, something very, very deep has taken place, right? So it's going to take time to clear that out. But nonetheless, gradual healing is going to be working on you, okay? Thank you very much again for your donation. I really appreciate it. And blessings to you. Okay, we have one here from Susan. Thank you for the donation, Susan. May I please have some healing on my pituitary and adrenal glands, please? So again, guys, please remember, single requests, okay? One thing. Okay, Susan, I'll do this for you this time, okay? But please, guys, if I see any more that says, Brad, I want this and this and this and this and this, I'm just going to tackle the first thing, okay? So please, single requests. If you guys have more requests, you go to my website, you book a private session, a healing private session, or you can get a full code, light code activation, and that can help with it as well too, okay? Multiple requests, private sessions on newearthteachings.com, okay? That's my website, guys. I get a lot of people ask me, Brad, how can I book a session with you? Guys, www.newearthteachings.com, right? That's my website. You can book sessions there. Okay, you'll see the sessions tab. Click on that. You'll see private one-to-one sessions. You can click on that. I do healing through the private sessions. You can connect with Adronis. I do Akashic readings through the private sessions. Plus, I have the EQ method that is there. Plus, I have the full body light code activation, which are the anchors, which I program certain things into, and that too will help you out as well too. Okay, but guys, for this, just a single request, one thing. Okay. So, Susan, yes, for you, for this time, I'll work on both the pituitary and adrenal for you. But I guess, again, one single request, guys. Okay, so Susan, what I'm going to get you to do is just place your hands upon the center of your chest right here, okay? And I just want you to connect right now with your pituitary gland and to your adrenals, just at the top of the kidneys, okay? And I just want you to imagine like you're drawing a line, right? So you're drawing a line from your pituitary gland, and it's connecting to your hands here. And then you're drawing two other lines. You're drawing two other lines from your adrenal glands, and they're connecting up to your hands here, okay? And so now I want you to command your adrenal glands and your pituitary to bring to your hands all of its dense energy, okay? All of its stagnant energy, all toxins, all dense energy, just putting it into your hands here, okay? Either your hand or your hands. Either is fine. I'm just going to give you a few seconds now to do that. And you're just going to feel like your hands are getting heavy, okay? Once you feel your hands are getting heavy, this is an indication of how much energy is coming into them, okay? So I'll give you a few seconds now. Okay. All right, Susan, so again, just holding that energy there. If they're feeling heavy, that's a good sign. I'll connect to Spirit now. I command Spirit's God Light to completely cancel out, purge, and release all of the dense energy from the hands of Susan, from her adrenal glands, and from her pituitary glands. May her pituitary and adrenal glands be completely clear of any toxins and dense energies altogether. Apply. Okay, Susan, deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, if you feel that your hands are getting lighter, then the spirit codes have cleared all that out, okay? So again, continue to work with it. Just because we're clearing out debris doesn't mean, that's the permanent thing. We've cleared out debris, but again, if we don't work on our emotional states, our own emotional levels, that debris can come back, okay? So this is where, again, go to the BCR technique, go to the emotional entity attachment video, and download that PDF guide, okay? Start working with your stuff. Start clearing out all of your organs. Start clearing out all of the emotions within those organs, okay? Here's the tip for you guys as well, too. You need to get high to release, okay? What does that mean? When I'm saying you guys need to get high, I'm not talking about you doing this, okay? Maybe that's one way, but that's not what I'm talking about, okay? When I'm saying you're getting high on love, okay? Like in the BCR technique, when you are getting all of that love energy, you're feeling refreshed, you're feeling amazing, you're feeling on top of the world, you're feeling completely blissed out. And that's what you need. You need that bird's eye vision. You need that bird's eye sight to go down, and here's the crap that is in my body. Here's what I can see. And now I can clear that out because the love energy is clearing out all that gunk, all that debris, right? That's being cleared out because you're getting high. You're high up on a high love vibration level. Do not feel you're trying to release something, let go of something by being at the same base level that it is, because it's a boomerang effect, right? If I throw a boomerang, it's gone for a little bit, and it comes back and boom, nails me in the side of the head, right? 3 times stronger than it was before, okay? That's the threefold law. We do not resolve gunk at the same level. We have to raise our frequency. We need to get high, and we start removing it from that way. Okay, this is what I teach people. So remember that. Get high to release. Okay, thank you, guys. Let's move on. Ryan has a request here. Thank you for your donation. Hi, Brad. Needing some healing love with regards to my punctured and draining left eardrum. Much thanks, gratitude, and blessings. Okay, no problem, Ryan. Your left eardrum. Okay, so Ryan, what I'll get you to do right now, just place your hand over your left ear, okay? Same request, generally, right? And just tap into the inner eardrum on your left side. And I just want you to feel any of the stagnant energies that are there, okay? Just drawing a line that's connecting the eardrum to your left hand and just funneling all of the essence of that debris, of that stagnant energy, of that toxin, okay? And it's going directly into your left hand, okay? As your left hand starts to get heavy, this is an indication that the toxins are building up. The dense energy is collecting into your hand, okay? So just keep that there for a few seconds. Okay, Ryan, now I'm going to go ahead and work with Spirit here. I command Spirit's God Light to completely cancel out, release, and purge all of the dense energies contained within Ryan's left hand from his left eardrum, completely healing the puncture from his eardrum to bring it back into full recovery and rejuvenation, lifting all of that dense energy out of his body, putting it up into source consciousness to be 100% purified. Apply. Okay, Ryan, so deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, so if your left hand is feeling lighter, again, the spirit codes are working with you, okay? So again, put a lot more love energy in there, as I've previously explained as well, okay? Lots of love energy. Thank you, Ryan, appreciate it. Okay, moving on to Michael. Michael says, thank you for the donation, Michael. Hi, Brad, please help my son Robin's energy, or heavy energy inside and around him. Okay, inside and around him. What I'll do is I'll just give him a full body vitality field, and that will help to, it basically acts like a singularity or a black hole, but on a very light level, right? So I'm putting this vitality field around him, and it's siphoning out all of the dense, heavy, toxic debris out of his body, okay? And I can help him with that. So his name is Robin. Thank you for that. Okay, so I'll just take a moment now to connect with Spirit. I command Spirit's God Light to work with Michael's son Robin to place a pure, healthy vitality field around his body, lifting out any forms of heavy debris, heavy toxicity, heavy contamination, and stagnant energy, having this vitality energy siphon that energy out of his body, putting it up into source consciousness to be 100% purified, and increasing the amplification of this vitality field to a factor of 10. Apply. Okay, so Michael, you can inform Robin about what I've done. If he's receptive to it, that's great. Even if he's not receptive to it, this is still going to work for him, okay? But again, it's a gradual process, so just keep an eye on him day by day. Send him a lot of love energy as well. Also tell him about the BCR technique. That too, I think, will help him out a lot. All right? Thanks, Michael. Appreciate it. Okay. So I'm just going to go down the list. Thank you guys for the contributions. I really appreciate that. Again, that's your own personal energy. So you know I'm going to do a wonderful service to the energy that you provide there financially. So thank you for that. Okay. Butterfly Girl, 1871, says, hey, Brad, please heal my ears, my hearing. Okay. So I think what we'll do is we'll probably just get one hand on one of the ears, right? So let's just say, for example, Butterfly Girl, if you just want to put, let's say, your right hand on your right ear, okay, and this is going to impact both the left ear and the right ear. The reason I don't want you to put both hands on because you probably can't hear me, okay? So just have one ear, one hand, your right hand on your right ear, okay? And just connect with the inner eardrums, with the inner ear canal, with the inner ear labyrinth, okay? And I just want you to imagine that you're, again, creating a cord, a string, that's connecting to your right hand. And I just want you to funnel all of that stagnant energy, any twisted energy, any toxins contained within those areas I mentioned, and just putting that in your right hand, okay? And just letting your right hand get heavier as you feel that dense energy coming into your hand, okay? I'll give you a few seconds for that. Okay, so Butterfly Girl, I'm going to go ahead now and connect to Spirit for you. I command Spirit's God Light to completely cancel out, release, and purge all of the dense energy contained within Butterfly Girl's right hand, lifting all of that energy out of her body that contains the toxins, stagnant energy, and impurities of the inner ear canals, lifting that energy up out of her body, putting it up into source to be 100% purified, and bringing complete restoration and rejuvenation to her inner ear canals, ear labyrinth, and inner eardrums. Apply. Okay, butterfly girl, deep breath in, deep breath out. Again, if you're feeling the hand become lighter, that's the spirit codes working on you, okay? Love energy, okay? Put love energy into your body as well. Thank you very much. Okay, we have another $10 donation here from C. Megan Michael. Thank you, Megan. Would you kindly heal the joint stiffness and pain in my hands? Certainly. Okay. So pain in your hands. Okay. So we'll work on that. I'm just wondering if that may be arthritis or something like that, but I'll refer to it as joint stiffness for you. And I'll just call you Megan, if that's okay. All right. So what I want you to do, Megan, is I just want you to place one hand, like so here, let's say your left hand here. Let's put your right hand over your left wrist, okay? And I just want you to imagine that you're siphoning energy from your left hand into your right, and that you're feeling yourself pulling the joint stiffness from your right hand into the upper area of your right hand as well too, okay? So here's your left wrist, over here like that, okay? Siphoning the energy from the left wrist into your right hand, just right up into your palm, your right palm. And then just being able to imagine that you're siphoning the energy from your right wrist into your right palm, okay? I'm gonna give you a few seconds for that. Just clearing, collecting all of the joint stiffness, dense energy from both hands into your right palm, okay? Okay, so Megan, I just want you to hold that energy there while I connect to Spirit. I command Spirit's God light to completely cancel out, release, and purge all of the joint stiffness contained within the right palm of Megan's hand, lifting all of the joint stiffness out of both of her hands, lifting that up out of her body and putting it up into source consciousness to be 100% purified, bringing pure restoration and rejuvenation back to her hands. Apply. Okay, Megan, deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, and you can kind of give your hands a bit of a maneuver, right? Maneuver them a little bit, move them around. If you're feeling a little bit of an improvement there, if you're feeling like they're being a little bit lighter, that there's a warmth or tingling sensation, that's the spirit codes working on you, okay? Thank you, Megan. Hope you feel better. Thank you very much again for the contribution. Okay, moving on. We have one here from another donation from Welltrot. Thank you very much. Hi, Brad. I have a cataract in my right eye, and doctors recommend an operation, but I'm trying to avoid that. Can you please help me? Of course I can. That's why I'm here. But at Welltrot, what I'd suggest again afterwards, love energy, okay? BCR technique. Guys, I cannot overemphasize this enough. Please use the BCR technique, okay? Tell your friends about it. Tell your family about it. Tell strangers about it. Tell everybody to use the BCR technique. It's very powerful, okay? This will help to clear out the cataract. You do it day by day by day by day. The days that pass, you'll start to see that cataract vanish. Okay, I am not exaggerating this. This is very real. Love energy is the most powerful medicine there is, period. Okay, it's greater than anything relating to diet. It's greater than anything relating to exercise. It is the single greatest, most powerful medicine there is. It is love energy, concentrated love energy. Okay, you start putting that into your body, you start clearing yourself up. This will help you to lose weight. This will help you to bring your memory back. This will help to clear out cataracts. This will help to clear out arthritis. This will help to clear out debris in the lungs. This will dissolve cancer. This will do everything, right? It's all based upon your power here. You're putting that pure love energy, that concentrated love energy. You're commanding it. I have cancer fungus. I have cancer cells in my body. Okay, we'll dissolve them through love. You don't need to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on doctors to cut you open and carve you open like a roast, right? Or throw chemotherapy at you and all that, right? This is very, very important. Really take this seriously, guys. I'm telling you this because I have used it. I have worked with it. It has shown great improvement with me. If it works with me, it'll work with you as well, okay? So again, Welltrot will work with your cataract here in your right eye. So what I want you to do is you can either have a choice here. You can either put your hand over like this, or you can put it over here, okay? Whatever you prefer. Okay, but just taking your right hand, I'm just going to do it for the sake of the video here, And just feel, again, a cord connecting to the cataract in the right eye. And again, siphoning all of the dense energy into the hand, okay? I'll give you a few seconds, and you're wanting your hand to feel heavy, okay? Just feel heavy. And again, just breathe. I'll give you a few seconds while you do this now. Okay, so well trot, I will go ahead now and connect with Spirit for you. I command Spirit's God light to completely cancel out, release, and purge the cataract of dense energy contained within the right hand of Waltrot, lifting that energy up from his body, completely dissolving away the cataract in his right eye, and bringing that dense energy into source to be 100% purified. Apply. Okay, so deep breath in, deep breath out. So we'll try it again if your hand is feeling lighter. Again, that's the spirit codes going to work. Okay, thank you very much, Waltrop. Appreciate it. Okay, moving on. And I have one here from Kimberly. Kimberly, thank you for your donation again. You guys are awesome. I'm very appreciative for the energy you guys are sending to me. This is not just the idea of money to me. This is you showing me your trust, your love, your energy, and you're putting that forward to me. And I honor that. So thank you guys. Kimberly says, please heal heart block from feeling source inside. Feeling source inside. Okay. Oh, I think I know what you mean. All right. No problem, Kimberly. So what we'll do is, Kimberly, I just want you to place your, I'd say put your left hand over your heart. Oh, sorry. This is my right hand. What am I doing? I'm getting confused here, guys. I'm looking at the screen and not my own hand. Put your right hand over your heart here. Okay. Brad needs to learn how to tell his left from his right. Right. Put your right hand over your heart here. Okay. And again, just drawing a cord into your heart and just siphoning in that energy into the hand. Now, again, Kimberly, you may be feeling emotional blockages here, okay? Here's the thing with hearts. Hearts, on an emotional level, they deal with guilt, shame, pride, arrogance, okay? So if there's any of those particular emotions that ring a bell, take a moment saying, I'm able to release that emotion, okay? Get yourself high up with some breath first, right? Couple deep breaths in. Think of a joyful thought. I'm ready to release that emotion into my right hand, okay? Connecting into the heart, okay? So you're just making your right hand feel heavy, siphoning that energy out of the heart, putting it into the right hand, okay? I'll give you a few seconds. Okay, Kimberly. So again, I'm going to go ahead and connect to Spirit now for you. I command Spirit's God light to completely cancel out, release, and purge all of the dense energy contained within Kimberly's hand from her heart, lifting that energy up out of her body, putting it up into source to be 100% purified, clearing away all physical dense energy and emotional dense energy from her body, bringing her heart back into health, rejuvenation, and restoration. Apply. Okay. Thank you, Kimberly. So again, if you're feeling your hand lighter, that's the feeling of the lightness, the spirit codes working with the heart, okay? So love energy, okay? Thank you very much. All right. We have one here from Luz de Luna. Healing for my hormonal imbalance. Okay, no problem. So, Luz, what I'll get you to do is just place both of your hands upon the center of your chest. Okay, and I just want you to tune into your hormonal system, okay? Just to feel like there's like veins, right? Or you can even see them as cells, whatever you prefer, okay? But I just want you to connect with your hormonal system, and you're just giving them a command. Place all dense energy from my hormonal system into my hand or into my hands, okay? So you can have one hand or both hands on the center of your chest, okay? And just get them to give you all of this dense energy in the center of your hands, okay? I'll give you a few seconds for that now. Okay, Luz, so again, if you start to feel your hand or your hands starting to feel heavy, that's the indication that the dense energy is in there. Okay, so just hold that there while I connect with Spirit for you. I command Spirit's God Light to completely cancel out, release, and purge all of the dense hormonal energy from Luz, lifting that energy up from her hands, putting that up into Source Consciousness to be 100% purified, and allowing her hormonal energies to be brought back into natural, rejuvenating, and restored balance. Apply. Okay, Luz, just a short deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, love energy as well too. Okay, thank you very much, Luz. Okay, guys, we are going to conclude the healing for right now. We're basically reaching the end of the first half of the half hour, or the first half of the hour. And now we're going to move into Q&A, so I'm just going to kind of scroll down, and once I start to see some questions for myself or for Adronis, then that's what I'll focus on. Here's an update from Louise. Brad, I'm still combusting at the cellular level. My left leg and foot is open, Kundalini. Can I have a healing? Okay. Louise, contact me by email. Okay, since we're out of time right now, just contact me by email. I want to get a little bit more information about what it is that you're experiencing. I'm not too sure what you mean by your left leg and foot is open. Okay. And again, Kundalini again rushes from the sacrum. It goes from the sacrum and it goes all the way up to the top of the head. It doesn't really work with the legs. The legs are grounding devices. They're like grounding cables. Okay. So Louise, please give me an email. Send me an email. info@newearthteachings.org. Okay, that's info@newearthteachings.org. Please send me an email and we'll look into that a little bit more for you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. And hello, you loving beings as well too. Blessings, guys. Thank you. Thank you again, everybody, for being here. So again, if you guys do have questions for myself or for Adronis, it's Q&A time, so we can get into that. Okay. Just an announcement for next week as well, guys. There won't be a New Earth Teachings live next week because I'll be on the trip. But the Friday after next, that'll be the next New Earth Teachings live, and it may also be a special webinar as well too. I might bring Adronis in for a presentation. Okay. Okay, here's one here from Crystal I. I think it's maybe a combination between a question and a healing. Brad, can you help me in my strength and willpower discipline to conquer addiction? Habitual medication. That's well served its purpose, if not being unnecessary from the start and just reckless. Well, you have to look at the underlying issue of the emotion or trauma that is causing you to feel like you need to have that kind of addiction to a medication, right? A lot of us will go into these states of addiction because we don't want to face the pain. We don't want to face the agony that's going within ourselves. But again, that's all part of the journey. If we want to truly go into an inner self journey, guys, we have to face that pain, right? Throughout my entire journey now of almost 11 years of doing this work, there's been a lot of painful times, right? There's been a lot of painful journeys of me going inside, looking into things that have really just ripped me apart. But that's part of the journey, right? This is why I say you get high to release, right? I didn't even know that at the time. I had to learn that the hard way. I'm giving you guys a shortcut here, okay? So you basically have to look at the habitual medication, yes, but you want to find out what the emotion is, because a lot of it, I feel, for you, Crystal I, would be your kidneys, okay? Kidneys basically hold emotions of despair, depression, anxiety, right? So I'd say work with your kidneys, start clearing them out, and on an emotional level, okay? I'd also suggest you start working with your liver, and you start working with your lungs, and you start working with your thyroid, okay? You start clearing that out. Again, guys, it's very, very simple. BCR technique, okay? Please go to the video. Please go to my YouTube channel. Please look at that video, BCR technique. Clear yourself out. Go to the second video, which is Emotional Moods for Entity Attachments. Download the PDF guide that you see in the video description. Start working from the top down, okay? Work with the brain, going all the way down to your genitals. Clear it out, okay? So you're doing BCR to raise your frequency up, and you're clearing out all of the emotions. Guys, if you need help, that's why I'm here, okay? You book a session with me. We do an EQ method. We do spirit codes, okay? If you guys need help with this, that's why I'm here. I'm here for you, okay? If you guys are desperate, you come to me, you email me, you tell me what's going on, you tell me the urgency in your life. I'm happy to just work with you, Okay. I do what I can, but I do have a very busy schedule, of course, but you may not be top priority, but I'll do what I can to work with you. But again, really, this is why I create these videos, guys, because this is helping you as a guide to helping you move in this. We all need to know this. We all need to know how to move ourselves up into love state, right? When you're in that higher love state and you're looking down, you clear out all this gunk. I'm telling you this, guys, because I've done it, right? I'm doing this. Would it surprise you guys to know I have absolutely no emotional upset within myself right now at all? It feels wonderful. So I've cleared out every single organ. I've encrypted them as well too, relating to emotions. Now, this will be a video I'll be talking about down the road as well too, is the idea of emotionally encrypting your organs. When you emotionally encrypt your organs are basically untouchable. They cannot be overcloaked. You cannot have any entity attachments within them whatsoever. Okay? They are completely immune to entity attachments. This is what we call emotional encryption of the organs. So I will be doing a video with that on that idea down the road. Now, it's a little bit tricky, okay? But again, you guys can come to me through private sessions, and I can teach you more thoroughly about how to do it. So I'm going to do what I can in the best way possible to just create a basic video to teach you guys about emotional encryptions. Okay, it was something that was recently given to me by Spirit. I was doing encryptions before, but a lot of it was involving symbols like light circuits. This is even more stronger than that. These are emotional encryptions. They're unbreakable. They're like unbreakable walls. It's like a veil is going across, say, for example, your heart. And you put a very positive, loving vibration in there, and you get Spirit to encrypt it. And now it's like a veil is around it. It's like an impenetrable barrier. So even if there's any overcloaking entities trying to come in, it's like they're hitting a brick wall. You cannot match that high vibrational frequency. Get out, right? So they cannot overcloak your body in any particular way. That's how powerful this is. Emotional encryption is top notch, right? So again, I will be working on a video with that to teach you guys how to do that. Okay. Let me see here. Oops. Okay. So again, thank you, Crystallize, for your question there. So again, work with the BCR technique, work with the PDF guide on the entity attachment video. Okay. 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 Here's an interesting one here from Kim and Doherty. Kim asks, how are the energies from the sun affecting us physically and energetically? Well, this might be a good question for Adronis. Okay, so I'll bring him in, and he can share some insight on the energies from the sun that are affecting us physically and energetically. One moment. We are here at this time. We bid you greetings and thank you very much for the opportunity of this interaction today. I am Adronis of Sirius. We say hello to Kim and to all of you that are tuning into this broadcast through your internet collective consciousness. As it relates to your question pertaining to how the sun physically and energetically affects you, what is the sun itself that has given the nurturing energy to all life upon the earth to make the earth what it is? All the water on your planet originally came from the sun. Everything relating to the nourishment that your earth requires comes from the sun. So it is your power source. It is your life vessel, as it were, that is bringing life to the earth. Because again, imagine that if you had no sun, you would not survive. You would not survive for very, very long. The earth herself would die. All the surrounding planets would die. So what it's doing to you physically is it's actually nurturing you. Now, many of your scientists will tell you, oh, you should try and stay out of the sun. You should only be in it for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes per day. No, that is detrimental to your health. The only reason that would actually be valid is if you are taking, quote unquote, dirty medicine that is actually causing your body to react to the rays from the sun that you're actually receiving. Your sun is transmuting your body. It's altering your DNA. It's transforming you. Do you remember what we've said relating to your sun right now, how it went from a yellow star to a white star? It's because it is a fourth density sun. And what it's doing is it's basically shedding away all of that skin and rebuilding your bodies. The transmutation effect is primarily coming through your sun. It is altering your genetics. It is altering your DNA. It is shifting you to become much more compliant with the energetic matrix that the sun is doing. So it is working with your DNA. It's shifting the light frequencies around. It's working with your physical body. It's transforming yourself. What you'll notice is that when people who aren't taking any forms of medication, who are working very healthily on their own levels, who go outside and have a lot of sun per day, are actually filled with energy. Their vitality increases. Whereas you notice somebody who stays out of the sun, who basically stays indoors in dark rooms, has very little vitality whatsoever. The sun gives you vitality. It brings energy into you. It helps to purify your organs. It purifies all of your bodily systems. It purifies your skin. It helps to even purify your mind. People that are in the sun for a great deal of time are noticing that they have a great deal of improvements relating to their own intellect, to their own intelligence, to their own memory. It is completely washing you clean. That's what the sun does. Many of you have fears and saying, well, if I go out into the sun too much, I'm going to get burned, or maybe I'll get skin cancer. It's not the sun that's causing that. It's your own toxins upon your planet that are causing that. It's the food that you eat. It's what you breathe in. It's what's within your air. It's what's within your pollutions. That's what's causing the aspect of cancerous outbreaks. That's what's causing any particular harm to the body. Of course, we understand that many of you may not want to get sun too long because you may feel you get sunburn. But this is where you are gradually introducing yourself to the sun bits at a time, because as you start to gradually introduce yourself bits at a time, your skin starts to adapt with the sun. And you're actually able to stay out for longer periods and not risk the idea of getting burned. So it's the idea of what you would know as taking baby steps. You start off with a few minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, and just start to work your way up as you start to feel your skin naturally adapt to the sun. But again, what's causing detriment here is medications, toxins, contaminants, pollutants that are happening within your body that is actually causing natural reaction. It's poisons inside your body that's reacting to the sun's energy, because those poisons aren't supposed to be in your body. They're supposed to be gone. So this is where you're clearing out as much of that toxicity, that poison, that debris, that contamination out of your body as much as possible. The more that you're doing that, the more that you're getting the natural health from the sun. We also recommend sun gazing. When you're looking at the start of the day, where the sun rises, do some sun gazing. When you're starting to see the dusk come and you're seeing the sun setting, do some sun gazing. This is, again, very healthy for you, okay? So on a physical and energetic level, it is rejuvenating you. It is transforming you. It is uplifting you. That's the sun's purpose. The sun is not a toxic agent. It is not about living upon this planet where the only life source that allows the earth to be alive is a toxic sun. That makes no sense. It is the toxins you put within yourselves, within your environment, that are causing the problems. Clear that up, and now you'll have the natural effects of the sun radiating throughout your being, transmuting you on very healthy, vital levels. All right? Thank you very much. All right, great. Always to the point with Adronis. So. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and move down. Thank you, Kim, for your question. All right, here's one here from, I'm sorry if I can't pronounce your name, Patothe Extreme, or something like that. Will the animals on third density disappear into fourth density? No. There is still going to be animal life like there is right now on third density. But basically what's happened is a lot of different animals that have been, quote unquote, seen to be extinct. The entire race of those animals would never be allowed to fully extinct. Okay, that is against an interstellar violation. Okay, that's against an interstellar law. It is a violation for interstellar intervention to allow any particular species of animal or human to decease, to be extinct. So what happens is that they will start cloaking these animals with veils. What they'll start doing firstly is they may start to bring down arc craft very silently, right, being inconspicuous, And they may actually start to gather these particular species in these art crafts and send them off planet. The second thing they'll do is they'll do dimensional veiling. All right, so they'll actually retrieve some of them into another dimensional veil, and they will hold them for safekeeping on another dimensional Earth. If by chance the fourth density Earth wants to bring forward those types of life forms on it, they will go instantly and transport to fourth density Earth. Now, again, third density Earth will go on, guys. I'm not saying that because I've talked about 2037, 2038, that's it for third density. We wash our hands here. We're done with third density. It's done. No. Third density will still continue. Third density Earth will still continue. Life on this planet will still continue because this has happened before. 3 days of darkness have happened before. The sun flips its poles. It goes into a blackout period, right? The Earth goes into a cocooning period. The moon gives no light because it's not receiving any sunlight. It'll appear like the stars, like you see the stars behind me here on the green screen, are fading out of the sky altogether. And there is a cocooning period that takes place. And through that cocooning period is the 3 days of darkness. That is the Earth resetting herself. It's a Stargate effect, okay? And as she resets herself, this creates the inversion and the bridge or the opening of the doors to fourth density. Now, fourth density Earth may open prior to that time. That's what I'm getting, right? Is we may start to see on the news, you may start to hear about people talking about what the sun may start to do in around 2037, okay? You may start to actually see it on the news and saying it's quite possible that the sun will black itself out for a short amount of time. Now, they may tell you that, they may not. It all depends on the alignment of things at that time. But that's what's going to take place, okay? The sun will basically be black, okay? It's not a solar flash, okay? We will have solar flares, but we will not have a solar flash, okay? That's not happening. It's all part of the poles shifting within the sun that's creating a darkening process with it, okay? And it will basically not show its light. And again, the moon will not be able to reflect the sunlight. The stars will feel like they're vanishing from the sky when they're not. They're still there, of course, but we're going into a cocoon period, right? It's like the caterpillar going into the cocoon and then emerging out a butterfly, okay? Those that are moving into fourth density, from now up into 2037, will now start to have glimpses of fourth density Earth, okay? You will have that in your dreams. You may start doing meditations, and you'll just start feeling at the same time you're walking on fourth density Earth, right? You're getting glimpses of your astral body going there, okay? When we look at fourth density in the past, the third density human has never touched that, right? Even the aspect of our bodies in any form of concept has never touched that planet. Basically, what happened is that many souls in astral forms occupied that planet in our ancient times, and then when humanity was introduced, many of them would leave the fourth density Earth and then go into the incarnation queue into the third density Earth spectrum, and they would start incarnating here. And again, a lot of it started in pre-Lemurian civilizations. And a lot of the humans that started out were androgynous, okay? Or you could even say female, and that they basically had pathogenesis, whatever it's called, where they're able to actually give birth to like clones in that way. That's how humanity started out. It was very much in the idea of the androgynous nature, and then it moved up into male and female after a while. But again, to answer your question, will animals on third density disappear into fourth density? No. Everything that's there right now will be there, and it's already there. The last entry into fourth density is the fourth density human. This is why, again, it's kind of like a hybrid body. It's kind of like a hybridization between the astral body and the physical body, because we will have some type of physicality going into fourth density. There will be humans that will have a higher concentration of silica that will be in the fourth density. We will have bodies. The bodies can still perish, but again, they're much more advanced, right? So they are an advanced post-third density body moving up into the fourth, okay? Thank you very much for your question, P2 the extreme. All right. Any updates on what's happening July 1st, Operation Freedom Earth? Couldn't tell you. I haven't even heard of that. Moving on. Oh, Waltrot got me an update here. Thank you so much. My right eye started to burn after I took my hand off. Something happened. Now the burning is gone. I am still a female. That's a good sign, right? If you're getting that burning or heavy warmth sensation, the cataract is being worked on right now. Spirit is going to burn that cataract away. So I think you'll probably see a quick acceleration effect with that cataract gone. So thank you, Waltrop, for that sharing. Here's an interesting one here from Katz. Katz says, Brad, why are some people saying that we're going to 4D and others 5D? It's because there's mistranslation in the idea of the dimensions. Okay, now here's the thing that I want to share with a lot of you. Now, with what Adronis and I have been talking about throughout the years, we've been talking about densities, right? And the aspect of dimensions that correlate together with those densities as well, too. That's more of the scientific, technical, metaphysical, technical terms for different dimensions that are happening. Okay, so we have third density, fourth density, fifth density, sixth density, seventh density, and we have corresponding dimensions. Okay, so if we're going up to fourth density, it's 5 dimensions, 3 dimensions of space, 2 dimensions of time. Okay, if we're moving up to fifth density, we're going up to 3 and 3, 3 dimensions of space, 3 dimensions of time. If we're moving up into seventh density, we're adding a hyperdimension. Okay, and a hyperdimension exists beyond space and time. Okay, so that's where you could look at it in the idea of a seventh density or seventh dimension or something of that nature, right? So there is that altogether. Now, basically, when other people are referring to going to third to fifth, basically what they are talking about is a vibrational scale, okay? So fifth dimension, you could say, would also correlate to fourth density. So fourth dimension, third dimension and fourth dimension are kind of the overlay about what we're going through right now. When you're going into a heightening level of third density, when you're in high third density, you're in fourth dimension, okay? So third dimension, fourth dimension, fifth dimension, sixth dimension. You know how people will say, oh, Brad, I'm communicating with 12th dimensional Octurians. I'm connecting with 13th dimensional Pleiadians, etc. These have to do with love planes. Okay, these are planes of love. That's what they represent. They represent specific planes or plateaus of reality that operate in different condensations, or in that sense, densities relating to love. Okay, they are separate from the idea of looking at densities. They don't fit on the same scale. They're a different scale, even though they may correlate. Okay. So when you're looking at third and fourth dimension on this love vibrational plateau or love vibrational plane, that's 2 dimensions existing within third density. Okay, so if you're in the lower to mid region of third density, you're in the third dimension. When you're moving up the scale a little bit higher, up into upper third, you're into fourth dimension. Okay, and then when you move up off that scale and you come into fourth density, you come into fifth dimension, okay, which also correlates to 3 dimensions of space, 2 dimensions of time as well. But this is actually looking at a sphere, or you're looking at spheres, or you're looking at planes, or you're looking at dimensions or plateaus, okay? So this is what I've received from Spirit relating to that. Because a lot of people will say, Brad, I get these people saying all the time, we're going from 3D to 5D. What the hell is going on? What happened to fourth? Well, fourth is the upper half of the third. Okay, this is where it might get a little bit confusing, right? So it's like you look at a fine line, a middle in between third density, and the upper portion is fourth dimension. The lower portion is third dimension. So when you move up into fifth dimension, you're connecting into that lower level of fourth density, which again is still nice. And then when you cut that in half again, you can call that sixth dimension in that particular way as well too. Or it might be a little bit higher up depending upon the adjustments of the scale relating to a density dimension overlay. But again, that's the natural flow of it. It works a lot differently. Again, you have to look at it like spheres. Okay, spheres are the most appropriate way to refer to this, even more than dimensions, right? So basically, you could say that you're moving from third sphere up to fifth sphere. Okay, so fourth sphere is the upper plateau of the third density, and then when you're moving up in the fifth sphere, you're moving into the early plateau of the fourth density realm altogether. Okay, so I hope that makes sense in the best way that I can clear that up. That's how it's been explained to me as well. Okay, thank you guys. We're going to probably take about 2 more questions and we're going to wrap it up. Okay, let me just find my place again here. Oh, hello from Israel. Welcome, Adad. Thank you. Let me just take this question here. Richard John says, hi, Brad Adronis. Wondering what is considered the benchmark passing grade for moving into fourth density Earth. I've heard STO is the most important. I'm not too sure what you mean by STO, but as Adronis and I have talked about in the past, what is the passing grade? 51% or more service to others. That's it. So a little less about yourself, a little more about others. That's your passing grade. That's it. So like what I'm doing with you guys right now, where I'm helping you guys out and I'm dedicating my life to really wanting to help people out and be compassionate about them, I'm thinking less of myself right now and I'm thinking more of you guys. Okay. I would say maybe for me, it's about 40, 60, maybe around that area. I'm looking to eventually get a little bit higher as well too. That's it. That's your passing grade. If you guys do that, you're a shoo-in for fourth density. I can guarantee you that. Okay. That's all you have to do. On a daily basis, are you thinking a little bit more about people, about how you want to help them? Maybe you're creating projects that'll help more people. Maybe you're working with services that are helping more people. You have more people on your mind. You're wondering how your family's doing. You're wondering how your friends are doing. You're wondering how the planet's doing. You want to send love to the planet. You want to send love to the people. That's your passing grade, right? So you to have that compassion for people, you're transforming your emotions, right? You're clearing a lot of the baggage out of yourself. And here's the thing as well too, and I don't want to disrespect anybody, but I have to tell it like it is, right? The New Age movement feeds us a lot of bullshit, okay? Because what they do is they're a big psyop. That's what the New Age movement is. It's a huge psyop that was created to basically try and create people who are here to serve, to self-serve, right? Of saying, this is what you can do. Create the house of your dreams. Create the money of your dreams. Do these multiple step programs and get the finance and the wealth you deserve. And it's all me, right? That escalates your energy up where you're becoming a lot more selfish, right? 95% of the service to self basically goes off into what you could term as a fourth density negative, or a very lower plane of the fourth density. It'd be like in the lower astrals, okay? So we want to be very mindful of this. There's nothing wrong with, of course, honoring ourselves, supporting ourselves, doing what we feel we can to support how we're helping other people. So if you are 49% in that term of percentages, 49% where your service to self, 51% where your service to others, you immediately pass, okay? You move into fourth density from that. So this is, again, where you want to be very mindful relating to what you're doing on a daily basis. Is it all about me? Am I thinking about other people? Am I helping people out a lot more? It's all about that aspect of others' service. But what you're doing firstly is you're using that 49% of yourself, or perhaps less, just to correct yourself, just to start working out with your emotions, start harmonizing yourself, start respecting who you are. It's not to say don't love yourself. No, it is important to love yourself. But don't make all of life all about you, okay? It's not about you. It's about everybody else, right? So you use this self-time to go into a state of reflection, to clear out your emotions, to clear out any mental struggles that you're going through, to clear out the traumas, right? We clear that out. That's the self-time we're committing to ourselves. Now that we're doing that, we're raising the scale about wanting to help others. I just want to go and talk to people. I want to open doors for people. I want to wish them a good morning, a good afternoon. I'm doing meditations where I want to lift the energy of the planet up. I want to bring a lot of love energy upon the planet. I want to help out in that way. Great. That's it. Like I said, if you guys are at the minimum 51% higher with service to others, you're good. Okay? This is exactly what the Law of One was talking about. Now, what I've actually noticed about the Law of One is even though it seems like the Law of One is talking about polarities, it's not. When you're actually looking into the idea of serving others, guess what you're doing? You're following the Creator's path, okay? You're thinking about others. But what you're also doing to really emphasize that aspect of the Creator's path is that God is leading the way. God is working with you, right? You're connecting with the Mother. You're connecting with the Father. They're working with you. They're giving you advice. They're helping you along the way. And that, again, is the true Creator's path, right? So you're creeping onto the Creator's path when you put yourself lower and others get higher, okay? But when you're putting yourself lower, you're not lack of loving yourself. You're not in any kind of despair. You just know that you're here to serve. It goes back to what Jesus was saying as well, too. He who is great among you will be your servant, and he who is first will be your slave. You can also put she in there as well, too, right? And so, again, it's like what he talks about with the Son of Man, not coming to be served, but to serve. Well, that's the idea. That's the whole idea. That's how you connect to God the strongest, is when everybody else gets your attention. You're here to help people, just like I'm here to help all you guys right now, okay? Yes, I still support myself. Yes, I still make a living. Yes, I still pay bills. Yes, I still pay rent. I pay all that stuff. That all comes together. But that does not obstruct my ability to work with you guys and to connect with you guys, right? I make a living like a lot of others do. But again, that does not obstruct the idea of me wanting to work with you guys a lot more, giving you a lot of free stuff as well too. And again, that's the whole purpose of this YouTube channel, is to give you guys the essential free tools that you can use in your own way to really help yourselves evolve. And if you guys need help from me, then that's why I'm here. That's where my living expenses come into play as well too. And I am able to support myself to helping other people on a deeper level. Okay, that's the nature of who I am, of what I'm doing. And I love what I'm doing. And I love giving this free stuff to you guys. And I love, again, you contributing your finances to me through that aspect of sessions and products that I have, because now I'm going to work with you and I'm going to give you guys something incredible when you work with me. Okay, it's not just going to be the idea of, oh, I'm handing Brad money and I get nothing out of it. No, you guys are going to get incredible things for what you share with me in that way. Okay, so that is what I can share with you, Richard, relating to the passing grade. Okay, 51% service to others, 49% service to self. If you can get into that level, that's the minimum. Okay, start going a little bit higher. What would it be like if I was to do 55% service to others, 60% service to others, which is about where I am right now, right? 65, 70, 75. Then that's really going to create a really, really beautiful world for you. And you're going to see the joy that you give out of helping other people. And it's marvelous. It's pure love in its greatest form. Okay? All right, guys, we are out of time for this week. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for your requests. Thank you for your donations, too. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your questions. Much love to you all, guys. Much love to you all, guys. I'm going to probably do some filming when I'm on my little miniature vacation next week as well, too. So I may have some more videos to come up for New Earth Teachings. I will be doing the next New Earth Teachings episode, not next week, but the week after. And that one will be about the pain breach. That's another thing I have not talked about yet. And it's a very, very fascinating topic. It was actually given to me by the mother. So I'm going to be talking about that a little bit more the week after next for the next New Earth Teachings episode. And again, back the week after next for another New Earth Teachings Live. So thank you, guys. Have a wonderful weekend wherever you are in the world. Much love to you all. Love you all. Take care. And I'll speak to you again in another perspective of the now. And may the Creator's essence be with you. Take care.